wake up cheerful and positive, right? I wake up cheerful and positive some days and try and be a normal person. Try and pretend I haven't got fish odour syndrome. If I never had fish odour syndrome, I would have worked all my life. If you're new to my channel, guys, I've got a hidden disability. Yeah, one day I stink of fish and another day I stink of shit. It's misunderstood and it's unpleasant. Some people smell it, some people can't. I was diagnosed by Sheffield University in 2005. One of the 5 great guys plus one. They know somebody what worked at the university in 2005. If I never had fish odour syndrome, hidden disability, I would have worked all my life. I would have worked all my life if I never had. Yeah, I need to tell you about it, guys. I need to tell you about it. But I don't want to talk negative though, because it brings on me SVT, you know what I mean? So I have to tell you. Yeah, I've got hidden disability. It's called TMAU, fish odour syndrome. One day I stink of fish, another day I stink of shit. One day I stink of fish, yeah, and another day I stink of shit. Some people smell it, and some people can't. Like I said, I was diagnosed by Sheffield University in 2005. And one of the 5 great guys plus one, they know somebody what worked at the university in 2005. Yeah. Well, if I never had it, guys, I would have worked all my life. I would have been stuck on benefits. I never got the open support that I needed. I've gone through life with low confidence. I've gone through my life with low confidence. Never got the open support because people look at me, oh yeah man, you look okay. And people didn't really understand fish odour syndrome in the last 20 odd years. No one really understands it. So I never got the open support. If I got the open support, I would have worked all my life. But I don't get the open support, do I? I've been left to stay on the benefit system. So is it my fault? I don't know any fucking difference, do I? You can't blame me for being on the benefit system for 35 years. You can't really blame me for that. I've always looked for jobs. I've always gone for interviews. I've tried to get jobs over the years, but nobody wants to employ me. I mean, I can do volunteer work, but I want to have a paid job where I can pay me way. I never got the chance. No one's going to employ somebody in the 50s with a hidden disability. They'd rather employ somebody who leaves school because they can pay cheaper wages. Do you understand? But it's not my fault I'm stuck on benefits, guys. It's not my fault I'm stuck on fucking benefits. Don't know any fucking difference. I mean, I've tried to get jobs. Try and get a job these days, it's fucking hard as rock. You can't get a fucking job like you used to. There's one job available and there's about 10,000 applying for it. And there's always somebody got better qualification, better skills than you. You never get, it's very difficult to get a job. I mean, I live near a fucking industrial estate. I've asked them down there for jobs. I've always asked people. I've asked Synums. I've even asked Synums. I've asked Screwfix. I've asked everybody around here. I've even asked Royal Mail as well down there. There's no jobs. Nobody wants to employ me. Because I might think, hold on, if he stinks of fish or stinks of shit and someone takes a piss out of him and he loses his confidence, what if he don't turn up the next day? Because I might wake up one morning and think, no, I ain't going back there. People taking the piss out of me. And I lose my confidence and I won't turn up for work. Then I'll get sanctioned and then I have no money. I did it in the 90s. When I packed jobs in the 90s, when people taking the piss out of me condition, I didn't know it was fish odour syndrome to 2002. I typed in, why do I stink of fish? And I didn't know I stunk of shit till I got older. It's what you have to go through. So I typed in 2002, why do I stink of fish? And I found out what it was and I got diagnosed 3 years later. Blah, blah, blah. So 1990s, I had so many jobs. I packed in because I didn't want to go back because I was scared. Yeah. And I lost 4 weeks of benefit money. Back in the day, you used to lose 4 weeks. When I went to the job centre, oh yeah, I've come back to sign on. Right. Well, what happened? Well, it didn't work out. Well, you don't get no benefit money for 4 weeks. How many times I lost 4 weeks of benefit money, no fault of my own, when people were taking the piss out of me. I worked at Cardinal Metal Box in Mansfield. It's not there now. I was doing Bailey tins, right? Packing them. I was on the end of the conveyor belt, packing them in boxes. People went into human resources. kept complaining that I stunk. I never had a wash. Nothing to do with fucking not having a wash. It's like, nothing to do with fucking hygienic. It was a fucking medical condition. But I didn't get diagnosed in 2005. I went through the 1990s with a load of shit. I had to pack in fucking work. And I loved working. When I got the jobs, I worked at Conor Metabox for 3 or 4 weeks. I worked at Kingsman Hospital for 3 or 4 weeks. I worked at Plastic Factory for a day and a half. I fucking worked at, I did a YTS scheme when I left school. I wanted to work. But this fish odour syndrome got in the way. I didn't know it was fish odour syndrome until 2002. And I got diagnosed in 2005. But for the 90s, I had so many fucking jobs. I had to leave the jobs because I didn't want to go back. People taking the fucking mickey out of me and taking the piss out of me. You know what I mean? Then when I went to the fucking job centre, first 4 weeks, I didn't get any fucking benefit money. I fucking suffered in the 90s. People don't know what I've fucking gone through in the fucking 90s, living with this fish odour syndrome. Life's got a little bit better because they understand it now, but I don't get the fucking open support. I wish I had somebody fucking got me into a fucking job and got me into a job interview and came with me and fucking supported me and spoke on my behalf to get me the fucking job. I would love a job. I would love a fucking, even a cleaning job in the hospital. I love to do a cleaning job in the hospital. It's a good environment, you meet people, you have a good laugh, bit of banter, even a porter. I would love a porter's job in the hospital. And I love to be a cleaner in the hospital as well. A nice little job. I'd love a job. I fucking love a job. I'd fucking love a job. But the point is, how do I get there? Trains don't start fucking running till about 6:30. Buses don't start running till 7:30. So if you start at 6, how am I going to get to a fucking hospital? That's another thing. Transport, innit? To get there. Unless you work through the night. But I can't do nights. I'm always in bed by 8 or 9 o'clock. There's a nice little community hospital in Swanage. I won't mind I'm always looking at cleaning jobs. I'm always looking for jobs at the hospital, at NHS. There's no cleaning jobs. I love a fucking cleaning job. Like a nice steady job. But I never got one. And when you get knocked back, even back in the late 90s, I was on a job club. There used to be job clubs back in the 90s. Who can remember the job clubs? You used to go and have a cup of coffee, send off your CVs. You give your CVs envelopes to the staff and they'll send them off for you. There was a job club on Queen Street, Mansfield. Yeah? There used to be a Sony shop in the Corals, Sony shop. It was on that top floor building there. I used to go to a job club in Mansfield back in the 90s. I've tried to get fucking jobs. You know what I mean? I wish I had a fucking job. Waking up every fucking day with nothing to fucking do. And all I've got is to do is drink fucking alcohol. Do you know what I mean? So if you're new to my channel, I've got hidden disability. Fish odour syndrome. One day I stink of fish, another day I stink of shit. One day I stink of fish and another day I stink of shit. Right? I went to see a dermatologist. The first one didn't smell it, the other one did. See? So that's why I learnt some people smell it, some people can't. Because the first dermatologist couldn't smell it. Then next time I had to see a different dermatologist at the hospital at Queen's Medical Centre. And the second one did smell it from a mile off. So some people, I didn't know that till after, some people smell it, some people can't. I've gone through my life for I've been stuck on the benefit system 35 years and I feel ashamed about it. I feel fucking ashamed. But I've got to get on with my life. I wake up cheerful and positive some days, not every day. I'm spiritual minded. It's not fucking easy, mate. I'm in my 50s. I'm not in my 20s or 30s anymore. I tried to get into work. I went to Johnson Controls factory in Mansfield back in the fucking early 2000s. No, in the 90s. Making car seats. I went there and everybody introducing themselves to everybody. And I was like, second one down the line. I thought, fuck this. I'm not gonna, oh, hello, I'm Mark. I'm from Mansfield. I've come for a job. Yeah, I didn't have the confidence to stand there and speak to everybody. I fucked off. I even applied for a chef's course. Might have been about 18, 19. I went to Nottingham. I stayed on the bus and came back home. I couldn't face it. I knew I stunk of fish. Back in the 90s, I didn't know what it was about. I didn't know why I stunk of fish. I didn't know. But I knew when I typed in why do I stink of fish 2002 on Google. Then next 3 years, the doctor down Artley Road in Nottingham didn't fucking believe me because he didn't smell it. Oh, I can't smell it, Mark. You haven't got it. So is that a diagnosis? By going, oh, I can't smell it. No, I got a sample sent off to Sheffield University. I got a carton, and the doctor says in 2005, wee in it, first wee every morning for a week, sent off to Sheffield University, and it came back positive. That's a proper diagnosis. You can't go by going, oh, I can't smell it. Oh, if I can't smell it, Mark, you haven't got it. That's not the fucking case. You know what I mean? So at least I got diagnosed. But from 2005 to 2013, I missed out on income support. Someone said to me in 2013, don't you get income support? No, only get incapacity benefit. No, you should be getting income support. And I missed 8 years worth. They only paid me 3 months. Last 3 months of it. I missed out on so far. I didn't get the right benefits. I didn't get the right open support. I needed a support worker. Never got one. If I got a support worker, I could have got into work. I mean, I was doing, when I got diagnosed in 2005 with fish odour syndrome by Sheffield University, and don't forget I phoned them up when I lived at Thornford, and I'm on there. You can phone them up, they'll tell you, Mark Edwards was diagnosed in 2005 at Sheffield University in 2005. One of the 5 great guys plus one, they know somebody what worked at the university in 2005. So I'm on their records. So from 2005 to this day now, that's 20 years, to 2005, I don't get the open support. I've been begging desperately to get the open support. I'd love to have opened, but I'm in my 50s now. But in 2005, I got diagnosed by Sheffield University. But in 2004, I was doing an access course in nursing. Nursing. And I did the first 2 months, because it was in January, February. It was a crash course, January to December, to get people into nursing, right? Because there was short of nurses, the Labour government. So I started at Castle College, opposite the Trip of Jerusalem pub in Nottingham. I told you about it, didn't I? I told you about it. The Trip of Jerusalem pub. That I'm telling you about it. I might even put the clip in this video. I did an access course in nursing opposite Trip of Jerusalem in 2004, and I loved it. There was 25 of us doing biology, social skills. I learnt about the esophagus and all this kind of lot. I was learning biology and social skills, and I loved it, and I made everyone laugh. I was a character. But then people started smelling fish in the classroom. I never went back. I was petrified, because I wasn't diagnosed in 2004. I diagnosed in 2005. I can explain to all the students that I stink of fish. I was ashamed of myself, but I couldn't progress in life. TMAU got in the way. Everybody went on to better things. I got left behind. I couldn't progress. If I never had fish odour syndrome, I might have become a nurse. Might have been working in hospital. But I would have worked all my life if I never had fish odour syndrome, guys. It's not my fault I'm stuck on benefit. And I'm glad I showed you, but I need to tell you. What's that there? That's where I did my access course in nursing. Up there. Yeah, I did my access. In 2004, I was doing an access course in nursing up there. The top floor, up there. Top floor, both sides. I was doing access, and the second floor. I was doing biology, social skills. I was doing access course in nursing at that college there. I was doing access course in nursing in 2004.
But then somebody smoked fish in the classroom. I never went back. No. Somebody had a whiff of fish in the classroom. That was the year before I got diagnosed. I was doing an access course in nursing up there. Yeah. I did January and February. After that I never went back. I was petrified. That's where I did access course in nursing. I had to tell ya. But anyway, it's in the past. Yeah, that's where I did it. Up there. That's where I did my access course in 2004, a year before I got diagnosed. Up there. That's where I was doing it, my access courses. If I never had fish odour syndrome, I would have completed it. I never had no confidence, did I? Never had no confidence. I lost my confidence, so I never went back. No, I didn't. But that's where I did the course up there. I did it up there, didn't I? I did, didn't I? Yeah, get in there, lad. Yeah, up there. I did it up there. Yeah. One day I stink of shit. One day I stink of fish. Yeah. But I did it up there. Yeah. I did it up there. Yeah, I did it up there. Yeah. That's where I did the access course in nursing up there. I did it up there. The college opposite to the Trip of Jerusalem. Get in there. Yeah. Well, at least I did 2 months of it. I might have not completed it. The reason why I didn't, because somebody was smelling fish in the classroom. I never went back. And I met after I met people in the future. People went on to better things. They went on to university and stuff. But I got left. I couldn't progress with fish odour syndrome. I got left behind. Oh, Mark, where you been? You didn't complete your course. Oh, I'm going through marriage problems. Made up some excuse. And all it was when somebody smoked fish in the classroom, I never went back. I said, how are you doing? Oh, I'm on university. How do you think that made me feel? They went on to better things. I got left behind. Fish odour syndrome got in the way. I know, but I don't want to talk about it. Yeah. Right, guys. Is that alright with you, dear lad? I had to tell you about it. I'm sitting here like a fucking dummy. Yeah, I forgot to tell you. It's right there. That's where I did my access course in nursing. I had to tell you. Oh, I had to tell you. Are you glad as well? I'm glad because you're glad.
I told you about it. The Trip of Jerusalem pub. That I'm telling you about it. I might even put the clip in this video. I did an access course in nursing opposite Trip of Jerusalem in 2004, and I loved it. There was 25 of us doing biology, social skills. I learnt about the esophagus and all this kind of lot. I was learning biology and social skills, and I loved it, and I made everyone laugh. I was a character. But then people started smelling fish in the classroom. I never went back. I was petrified because I wasn't diagnosed in 2004. I was diagnosed in 2005. How can I explain to all the students that I stink of fish? I was ashamed of myself. But I couldn't progress in life. TMAU got in the way. Everybody went on to better things. I got left behind. I couldn't progress. If I never had fish odour syndrome, I might have become a nurse. Might have been working in hospital. But I would have worked all my life if I never had fish odour syndrome, guys. It's not my fault I'm stuck on benefits. I wish I had a fucking job. It's nice to go to work and come home and feel proud that you've done something. You know what I mean? It's nice to have that working career. I never had a working career. That's why I did YouTube, because it's something to do. You know what I mean? It's been a difficult life, but I've got through it. I've got to learn to live with fish odour syndrome. I've got to accept it. I've got to wake up every day and try and be not normal. I've got to try and fit into society, because I'm different to everybody else, and I don't want to be different. And don't feel sorry for me. Understand what I have to go to. Just understand. That's all I'm explaining about. I won't talk about this again. But if you had fish odour syndrome like me, how would you deal with it? It's not a fucking easy life to live with fish odour syndrome. I try and make the best out of my life. I'm not sitting here feeling sorry for myself. I make the most out of my life. I stay positive and cheerful because it's good for your mental health. I try and get out and make the most out of my life. I'm not sitting here feeling sorry for myself, am I? I make the most of what I've got. I might not have got much, but I make something out of my life. Do you know what I mean? There's always somebody worse off than us. You've got to think yourself lucky, right? I know I make mistakes. I've got faults. I'm not perfect. I'm only human like everyone else, guys. But there's people out there who's got fish odour syndrome and hasn't been properly diagnosed. And they're going through what I went through in the 1990s. I could tell you a lot more about it, but what's the point? Anyway, let's change the subject, guys. I don't want SVT. I don't want SVT. I don't want SVT. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching and thank you very much. I'm just explaining about it, guys. Hopefully I might get a job in the future. I might get some open support. Some employer might employ me. If anybody in Dorset or anybody in my area who can train me up, give me some training, I can learn some new skills. I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to give it a go. Give me a month's trial. I think the Labour government says you can start work, and if it doesn't go well, you can still claim your benefits back. There's a new system where you can go and try a job, and if it doesn't work out, you can, instead of going back, starting a new claim on your benefits, you still get your benefits back, what you used to have, so it doesn't affect your benefits. So if someone could give me a month's trial, I'm willing to learn, but I do some days stink of fish and some days I stink of shit, and people have to understand it. I mean, if I got a clean job at the hospital or something like that, I'd tell my work colleagues, because I'll tell them about it. But I don't like keep explaining myself to people. I don't like keep telling people about it, because like I say, years ago I was ashamed of it. I didn't like talking about fish odour syndrome. I didn't like talking about it. I was a fucking ashamed of it. But then I came on YouTube. The first year of YouTube, I didn't tell anybody about it. I got trolled. Why are you getting this and why are you getting that? There's nothing wrong with you. Then I told YouTube about it, and that gave me the confidence to speak out about it. But I don't feel comfortable talking about it. See, I'm talking to a camera. I feel comfortable talking to a camera. But if there's 20 people in this room now, I won't feel comfortable talking about it. I wouldn't have the confidence to talk to people about it. I've got confidence issues. I have low self-esteem. I can't talk to 20 people in here about my condition. I'll be ashamed of it. I don't mind talking to a camera because you lot know about it, you see. Yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully I'll get a job in the future. I do want to work, yeah. I don't want to be stuck on benefit system. I do want to work, but TMAU got in the way. Yeah. Anyway, guys, let's change the subject. Let's stay positive. At least I'm alive and well. I've got a roof over my head. I'm grateful. Food in the cupboards. And no more rapeseed oil. And I'm 4K recording.